Hello and welcome to not just another The Last of Us fact video. I've gone through the files to dig out brand new information and I have some things submitted by other people. So strap in and get ready to maybe actually learn something new this time. Enjoy. There exists a file in The Last of Us's scripts that indicates that you were originally supposed to pick up the flamethrower in the sewers. Now this makes a lot of sense because it seems it'd be better for you to use a flamethrower against hordes of infected instead of pistols and rifles and stuff, but for whatever reason they decided to move it to a later part of the game. In the HUD files for The Last of Us, there exists a texture for all the craftable items. There's one icon that goes unused, which is a suppressed pistol. And if we go back to an alpha version of The Last of Us and check that same file, we can see that the suppressor was an oil filter. So they originally planned to have a craftable silenced pistol, but ultimately it did not make the cut. Now the assault rifle is actually loaded into memory during the capital chapter, but goes unused. But there does exist a spawn point for the assault rifle, but it is disabled. So if I re-enable it, you can see it is spawned here. Now it looks like that they moved it here after they decided not to use it anymore. So that's why it's at a place you can't reach it. Also, soldiers were using an assault rifle during this part, but that has also been disabled. And here it is, re-enabled. This may be a leftover from the old weapon system. If you see this article here, a member from Naughty Dog mentions that The Last of Us's weapon system was a lot more like Uncharted in the early days, where you would pick up a weapon and replace it with the weapon you pick up. So it might have been usable here by the player and then later discarded. Ever since The Last of Us came out, many people were speculating as to whether there would be a sequel. Well, in the Last of Us patch that came out in 2014, Naughty Dog actually left in prototype files from a build of The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us's development code name was T1, meaning Thing 1, and there is a folder in The Last of Us's patch named T2 Proto, so Thing 2 Prototype. So evidence of The Last of Us Part 2 being in development was laying in plain sight, and nobody really noticed. Now there is a lot of evidence pointing towards the semi-auto rifle being used during the hospital segment instead of the assault rifle. For one, in the very first cutscene where the Fireflies discover Ellie and Joel, the Fireflies are holding a semi-auto rifle and not an assault rifle. And if I put the semi-auto rifle into the game via modding, if I pick up the Firefly's assault rifle ammo, it actually adds ammo to my semi-auto rifle. And if you had a close look at the ammo boxes, you'll see that it's the semi-auto rifle on in the box and not the assault rifle. If you spawn the water gun as a pickup and then pick it up, you learn its true name, the Squirt 5000. During this part of the game, if you fly out into an alleyway, you'll see that there is actually an unused cannibal child. Now, I'm not sure exactly what they were going to use this for, but children are mentioned, but never seen. Maybe it was going to be part of the story or something you could see, but they made a child model and they never used it. Well, we all know Ellie is completely invisible to everyone else but you, but they had recorded some lines just in case they decided to make AI being seen a feature. And here they are.
Fucking spotted me. Sorry. I didn't think he'd see me. Sorry. I didn't think it'd see me. Sorry. I let that damn thing see me.
Now we all remember this scene in The Last of Us where Joel explains his past very hazily.
What did you know
Know what?
about the ambush?
I've been on both sides.
But on Reddit, a user named Anne-Marie actually found an audio file where Joel blatantly explains what he's done in the past.
Yes, it's a trick. One that I pulled more than once myself.
Even though The Last of Us has a very serious tone, the devs still find a way to have fun. As the can be discovered in the text file 2.common, there are a lot of cutscene descriptions that seem quite humorous. For example, what the fuck, man? This chick is infected. Oh snap, the Fireflies are all dead. And so is Tess. Don't you ever talk about Tess again. Now let's go and find Bill so I can take you to Tommy's. Pro and your bossy wife Maria, what's up? Is that Nolan North hitting on Ellie? Come on, what's better than a 14-year-old brutally murdering a pervy cannibal? Not much, really. You're gonna do what with my Ellie? Begin murdering. Would you let her kill herself with the uncertainty that the Fireflies may not actually be able to do anything with the tissue sample? Would you lie for the one you love? Could you be
The Last of Us?
Thanks for watching my video. I'm sorry about my voice, as usual. That's just how I sound. But if you want to check out some more of The Last of Us videos and cool stuff, you can click one of these end cards. Yeah, I never use these things, but today I'm decided to use them. So yeah, you can click one, or you can just exit the video and never come back. Please stay.